Financial support for the Joint City-County Solid Waste Committee. I need a motion to get it on the floor. Eden, second by Linda. Okay, Scott?
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. This is a resolution for both Health Committee and the Finance Committee. It's that way because the oversight is of the landfills, the Health Committee, but the dollar amount under your rules means that it also needs to go to Finance. So what we're recommending for you this evening in this item is the tentative terms of the landfill 3 agreement between the county, the city-county landfill committee, and GFL that you approved in the fall. The final terms and conditions of that contract are still being finalized. The landfill committee is estimated to exhaust its cash reserves sometime in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Pursuant to the intergovernmental agreement, which was most recently updated in January of 1997 between the county and the city that oversees and creates the landfill committee, says that should the landfill committee ever run short on cash, the two governments are to backstop it. What's before you is a recommendation to take $300,000 of reserves from our solid waste management fund, which is the fund that pays for the sustainability and resource conservation department, and appropriate that exclusively for landfill committee support. Landfill committee's fiscal agent is the city of Peoria, and so as landfill committee needs it in, I would say, probably monthly installments, will be billed, and then we would pay whatever the need is, and then we'll obviously account for that and track for that. Once the landfill agreement with GFL is executed, there's going to be a significant cash infusion to the committee, the city, and ourselves, at which time this appropriation will no longer be needed. So the resolution is worded in such a way that if you approve it tonight, you're technically approving 2 separate budget amendments. The first amendment is to authorize the expense of these dollars, which are coming from the reserves of our solid waste management fund. And then the second budget amendment is once the committee and ourselves and the city get that cash infusion from GFL, that these dollars will then be whatever's unspent will be unappropriated, and that spending authority will go away. It'll lapse into fund balance. The final component is, in speaking with the landfill committee chairman about this, there is a commitment from him to work out an arrangement for the landfill committee to, over a period of time, to reimburse the county for any cash infusion that would be necessary in this interim period. I think as I briefed the executive committee a couple weeks ago about this, we're pretty close to having the landfill number 3 agreement finalized and executed. We're a matter of days or maybe weeks versus months. There's a potential this might not even be needed, but the prudent action that the landfill committee chairman asked of us, that being Chairwoman Williams and myself, the last time we had a landfill committee meeting, is if we could be ready to step in if needed. We said that we would bring this forward to the board to do that. So your action tonight through one vote is technically 2 different budget amendments as I outlined. Happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions? Eden?
First, you mentioned that the city and the county are required to backfill. What is the city putting towards this?
The city would expect to match us dollar for dollar. The total potential need is probably less than $300,000, but that's roughly 6 months worth of expenses of the landfill committee.
And nothing in this vote you had mentioned that the chair is committed to, in essence, paying us back, but we don't have anything in writing or confirms that that's going to happen?
We don't have anything in writing yet, but I think as some of you asked questions during when I briefed the executive committee, your policy direction is pretty clear to me, and with Ms. Williams as your representative on the landfill committee, I think the two of us can sit here and say that we will ensure that that will occur.
Additional questions? Scott, how much do we have in our reserves for the?
All right, so this fund, which is a special revenue fund, it can only be spent on the landfill or recycling related things, has $1.4 million in reserves at this time.
Okay, any additional questions? Okay, call for the vote. All those in favor? Aye. Oh, yeah, we vote, sorry. I'll get used to that. Oh, mine didn't come up. Do we have a total?
Jimmy's playing nursemaid to us.
Okay. Looks like that's unanimous. Thank you. Do we have any public comment? Okay, we're adjourned.